Over the last few weeks, football fans may have seen hashtags such as End SARS, Liberate Nigeria, End Police Brutality in Nigeria floating around on social media. International players such as Mesut Ozil and Marcus Rashford have used these hashtags, as have the Super Eagles themselves. Colin, can you explain the background behind this movement and behind the hashtag?
Oh yeah, certainly. It all came to a head, I think, about a week ago or so, when a young man was shot to death by police in one of the southern cities in Nigeria, and the young people just said they weren't going to take it anymore. And the reason being that over the years, we've had young people harassed, brutalized, and killed by police, either because of the way they look, their hairstyle, or just the way they dress. And it's become a growing problem. And it dates as far back as the 80s, when a Nigerian athlete, Dele Udoh, was shot and killed by police on his way to when he was from training, and he was headed for the Olympic Games. And recently, we've also had young footballers also being killed. Kazim Kaka Chiamiyu, who played for a second division side in Nigeria, was shot, was killed by police, and Izu Joseph, who played for local club Bayelsa United, was also shot and killed in his hometown. So, like I said, this recent killing just brought things to a head. And right now, young people are out all over the country asking not just for restitution for those who have been killed and brutalized by police, but also for wide-ranging reforms in the Nigerian society as a whole. So it is quite a massive movement. As you've mentioned, some international players have also joined their voices. International entertainment stars from Hollywood and around the world have also joined their voices. And even we're seeing even government officials in Nigeria joining their voices to this. So it's a bit of a seminal moment in Nigerian history, and it's been driven by the young people.
And SARS obviously stands for the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. So this is the unit of police who are accused of these acts. You mentioned how the movement has gained a lot of traction with young people in Nigeria, but is there a reason why football players have particularly contributed to this movement? Why is there such a resonance there?
Yeah, look, this resonates particularly with Nigerian footballers, because they fit the very demographic that have been subjected to these sort of encounters and abuses by police. I mentioned earlier that if they see young people with dreadlocks driving flashy cars or driving fashionable clothes, those are the ones they target for these sort of incidents. And of course, you see a lot of our young footballers like Chidozia Wazim having dreadlocks, and you see them dressing in these fancy clothes and driving fancy cars. So they are the direct target of these policemen. In fact, recently, Ekigo Ehiosun, who was a Nigeria international, was stopped by the police, and he even said, because he made a post on his Facebook, that he even planted some sort of software on his phone, that they could have arrested him for if he hadn't discovered it down the line. So this resonates particularly with them, because you would be likely to see this happen to a Nigerian footballer. And in fact, as a matter of fact, it has. Two footballers have been killed recently. Joseph Izu was shot and killed in his hometown. He played for Bayelsa United. And Remo Stars forward Chamiyu Kazim, was also killed by police after such an encounter. So this resonates particularly with not just footballers, but also sportsmen in Nigeria generally.
Following the Super Eagles friendlies, the defeat by Algeria and the draw with Tunisia, we saw some Super Eagles players commend the government. However, this weekend, Victor Osimhen scored for Napoli, Simy Nwankwo scored for Crotone against Juventus, and they both again demonstrated, raised or revealed shirts with a hashtag Stop Police Brutality in Nigeria. So this suggests that perhaps the Super Eagles' congratulation or praise for the government might have been a little bit premature.
Well, yeah, they did react to the response, but if you saw during the game against Tunisia, when Iheanacho scored that goal, they all went down on one knee with raised fist. That was to show support for the End SARS movement. And the same thing happened, and it's not just them. Across the country, players have been tweeting, showing their support. Super Eagles players have been doing it, showing their support. Even the Super Falcons players doing the same thing. And what makes it even, what makes it worse for them is the fact that the SARS, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, is not even tasked, with cybercrime, which is what they accuse most of these young people about. There's the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, which is charged with investigating and convicting, well, not convicting, but investigating, cybercrime. And yet you have those who are charged with chasing armed robbers, going after young people just because they look at them and see them, you know, because they're well-to-do or well-dressed or driving flashy cars.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.